Hi Capricorn. The Hanged Man could be Pisces. High Priestess, that could be Pisces or Cancerian. Page of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles, Taurus. Six of Pentacles, gracious. Nine of Wands. Seven of Swords. All right. Well, you got somebody new coming. Are they already on your radar? What's this new thing? You got somebody like it's like they're right in front of you, but you don't see it yet. Maybe you're on their radar, but they're not on. Or I mean, yeah, you're on their radar, but they're not on your radar. What's this? Oopsie. What's this High Priestess about? Capricorn. What's High Priestess about? The Hierophant. Good for you. Good for you. That could be Taurus. What's this Nine of Wands about? For Capricorn. What's Nine of Wands for? Knight of Wands. Fair enough. It's just Page of Pentacles. No, I don't know if you're interested. What's this Page of Pentacles? I don't know about that. Three of Swords. Yeah. Six of Pentacles. Capricorn. Five of Wands. What's this Knight of Pentacles? Okay. Knight of Pentacles. All right. Okay, so why? Because yeah, this is you, alright, you got somebody new and quite possibly a new job offer? Is that what it is? It's like twofold. There's somebody new, but you're still kind of dealing with having to stave somebody off. It also feels like you're really busy. You need to rest because you're doing all the things, and you need to rest. But I respect the effort, and I respect you want to take care of your own and keeping, the trains running on time and all that. Because if not you, then who? It's this type of situation for you. For the Capricorns I'm reading for, you're very busy, but you have to be because there's, it feels like everything falls on your shoulders. So, and it's not that you're, it's a lot of output for very little getting back. This is, that part of your life is secure. You're working very hard to make sure work is secure, money is in the bank, all of that. So good for you, good effort. But this is you pulling back from a situation as much as you can, having boundaries, and kind of hoping that either they'll lose interest or they'll be like forced to leave you alone somehow. And yet this is someone that it's slowly dawning on them that it's not going to work out, but they're still trying. They're still trying. And it's almost like it's not going to change until somebody comes along to distract them, which is not a good reason at all. But this is just someone that is just very insistent, and it's not because you haven't made yourself clear. So you're forced to kind of avoid and evade while still keeping super busy and supplying for those who depend on you. Okay, what's the Seven of Swords? The Seven of Swords for Capricorn. Five of Pentacles. It's come to that, hasn't it? What's this? Because you're doing you, and you're doing all the things. And I mean it. You need some sleep. You need to rest. Well, I mean, it's funny because we're in the middle of a pandemic, and we kind of don't know from one day to the next what the situation is going to be like and what our, mobility or freedom is going to be. And yet you're still really busy. There's a lot of busyness here. What else for Capricorn for this Seven of Swords? And you come to, for the Capricorns I'm reading for, you, look at Mr. Idris Elba. Idris Elba. Doesn't he look like Idris Elba? This could be Gemini. It's to the point where you've been like, you know what? I'm just going to have to kind of do some fancy maneuvers to outwit and outlast and maneuver around and this person, because they won't take the hint. They won't keep a respectful distance as far as not wanting to be involved with them anymore. And it feels like you've got shared property or kids, or they still owe you something, or they feel you still owe them something. That's why they kind of use that as liberty to get back in your space again. It feels like they're kind of using that as an access or entry point, and then because if not for that one issue, that one common issue that you two share, you would not be dealing with this person, because it's just too much. It's too toxic. It's too it feels like it was over for you for a while ago, but you grant them some leniency because of some kind of shared interest or property or some kids, something. And kids aren't property, certainly, but I mean, if it's not kids, it could be, money owed or property. They still have your crock pot, that sort of thing. So this is you just trying to kind of handle it as best you can and doing what you feel is right for yourself and moving forward and taking care of yourself and concentrating on what you can do. And this is a conscious choice because you're still putting out a lot of effort for work. So they haven't worn you down or broken you down. It's not like you're just like, oh, fine, I'll acquiesce. You're not going back. You're going forward. But you're not going back, but it's not for lack of trying on their part. This is someone that's still trying to find a vantage point and an entry point. And they're saying one thing and they're doing another. They're telling anybody who will listen that they're over you and they're going to move on and da-da-da-da. But they're still doing these little attachment efforts. And you're not having it. No, you're not having it. So, and you shouldn't. And they know it. It's just they don't have anybody in front of them. So there's that. Did you just start a new job, or are you starting one? You've got it feels like you've got a new job. I think that new romantic interest, I think it might be, but that's not. If it was an interest, it went by the wayside, because you've got work. Really, there's work. You're very work heavy. There's a very work heavy reading with someone kind of going like a little ankle biter coming in, and you're just like, I gotta get out of my way. I gotta work. I gotta do. And then you've got this new romantic interest, but it's new for them more than it is for you. You're not as into it as the other person is. Not because they're not good or worthy or whatever, but you're so dang busy. So it's not taking the priority that it might be able to, like if things were different. And there also feels like you're not going to go there. You're not going to get attached to somebody right away. You're not going to let an attraction or something special, or that swagger or whatever about a person affect you the way it would in the past. You are focused and your eye is on the goal. So even though there might be interest, you're looking at it differently. You're not prioritizing it like you normally would have, or even could if what was going on right now isn't going on. So it's almost like, okay, 2 years ago I would have totally prioritized this person or whatever. But in light of what's happened with this other little Yorkie that keeps nipping at your ankles that won't go away, you're just like, nope, I am not getting consumed by anything again, because I don't want someone to be able to have access like that to me, to where I can't tell them to go away for good because of some kind of common shared something. Oh, wrong deck. Whoopsie. All right. What else for Capricorn? What else for Capricorn? Capricorn. Three of Pentacles. Yes. Good for you. This is you. Okay, so honestly, this is like you are throwing yourself into work. almost in a way to have excuses so that you can't be as available for this person that can legitimately go, yeah, I wanted to meet with you to talk about the kids or what we're going to do about the house or whatever. You're like, oh, sorry, you know what, just let me know what you come up with. I'm really busy. I've got a shift at 6 or whatever. And you do, but it's like a win-win because it's more money in the bank for you, but it's also a diversion and an escape hatch because, you don't need to talk about the dang whatever. It's already been settled, but they keep machinating and going over and wanting to rediscuss. You don't need to, but you don't want to be seen as not available because. So this is you kind of finding ways to kind of be smarter than the fox or out maneuver. This is you having to be very strategic about how you handle this situation because you've got a lot going on at work, and then you've got this other new romantic interest that is kind of just there. It's not featuring really. It's just kind of there. Is the new thing the job though? Is that why are you being promoted, or are you being trained and then you're going to start the new job, or like because it's so work heavy? Huh. All right. I'm going to go start going around in circles here. Okay. I do that. I start to repeat myself okay. And good for you for prioritizing that. This is a time to shine. This is a time to really lay the groundwork for this because there's a lot ahead for you for work, and money and potential to make, consistent, solid, stable money. So, that's where your focus should be. So good for you. Capricorn. Healing, reconnecting with your true nature. Good for you. Yes. I think too that's probably why you're not in any hurry. One thing, you're busy. You're just so busy. But you're not in any hurry to reconnect or attach to anybody just because you just came out and said this is a lot. This is somebody that is not. It's just you just got a lot going on right now, and you're wanting that time. You don't want to jump in with somebody else. And you're wanting to be able to fully show up for work and be present and do the thing because I think that's going to pay off. Whatever you've started or laid the groundwork for or got promoted, there's a lot of new and busy around money and work for you. So that's where your focus should be. Good for you. But it also is allowing you to work through the issues with this little ankle-biting Yorkie that won't go away. And I don't think it would suit for you to kind of sit home and not do anything. This is, as an earth sign, you do a lot better literally working through your feelings when you're kept busy. Happy hands equals happy mind and happy heart. So if it's not, gainful employment, we're saying perhaps you've been laid off. This is you working in the garden, or you working out, or you doing physical activity to occupy and give you purpose for a day. But this does feel like actual work and money involved. So this feels like a job, but that's good because that's one of the ways that you are able to work through things and to sort your emotions out. For Capricorn. Four of Cups, good for you. The Moon, Pisces or Cancer, good for you because this is you not budging. You're doing what you feel intuitively led to do, and you'd rather take your chances on the road less taken or uncertainty in the future and navigate it and manage it and work to do that than to work on something that it's a non-issue for you. You're pretty firm on how you feel. So good for you for taking a chance on the unknown rather than going back to what's familiar and not very healthy. There's no interest there at all. So good for you. And some would say being intuitively led or divinely guided right now. You feel like this is the right thing to do, and it is. There's a lot of opportunity waiting for you as far as money and job. So either somebody told you that or like you've had a talk with your boss, or you've just seen the prototypes coming at something to where you've got an inkling that this is where my energy should be right now, and it pays off. So stay where you keep doing what you're doing. Whatever you're working towards, um, it's what you should be doing. Okay, all right. Okay. I hope this was helpful, Capricorn.